Jim Edwards here, joined by Joanna Jedrzejczyk just a few weeks ahead of a big fight with Rose Namajunas at UFC 222 on April 7th. Joanna, thank you so much for joining me so close to the fight. Just tell me, we haven't spoken in a while now, so tell me, how's life in Florida at the moment and how's the beautiful weather in Florida treating you?
Hey guys, it's good to talk to you. And actually, few days, not a few weeks, to the fight to the UFC 223 in Brooklyn. I'm very excited, very happy. Life been great, better than before, after my last fight, my life just got better, I have honest people, I surrounded by good and honest people, and life is good, life is good. I know the value of my life, of my family, friends, the real people around me, even more than before, so it's great. I've been training at the American top team as always, with Mikey Brown, Katel Kubis, Phil Daru, my strength conditioning coach, Daya Davis, my boxing coach, but the whole ATT is involved into my preparations before my title fight with Rose Namajunas. So I'm very thankful and grateful to Dan Lambert, who is the owner of ATT, all the managers, for doing an amazing job and helping me with everything.
Sure. I mean, like you were saying there, you have made a few changes. Where have you been staying this time in Florida? I know previously you were obviously staying with your previous nutritionist, but where have you been for the last few months?
I have my own apartment, and life is good. I feel so good. I feel like home since the day one. When I stepped into the apartment, I was like, this is my home. This is going to be my home for next 10 and a half weeks. So this is how I feel. I sleep good, I feel good, and like I said, I must be very organized because I keep eye on everything, every single thing, in my life, in my fighting career, and I couldn't be more happy and lucky.
I mean, one thing you've especially been keeping an eye on and doing yourself, I've seen by your social media, is all your cooking. I've seen you've been using the hashtag Eat Like Joanna. How have you enjoyed that, I guess, preparing all of your food? Have you come to like it and enjoy it?
You know what? I don't know if you saw the post on my stories today. I'm weighing 125.6.
Wow.
We usually wanted to wanted to be this weight during the fight week on Tuesday in the fight week, but I'm already there, So, like I said, I don't care what people are saying, and I know what I'm doing right, and I know that I'm taking care of everything. There is not going to be any single mistake made, yeah, before the fight, made before the fight. So that's the thing, I'm Polish, and Polish women can do everything, and I like to cook and I like to prepare the meals. I'm preparing all the meals since 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I've been working with the new nutritionist, but I don't want to talk about, but someone is helping me with that. But for first 5 or 6 weeks I was taken care of, and I dropped my weight to the very low limit, and I'm very excited that I've been in this business for 14, 15 years actually, so I've got lots of knowledge, but there was lots of drama last camp and lots of things I didn't need. But like I said, life is different right now, and like I said after the fight, that I will keep my eyes more open, that I will expect more from myself, but also expect from people around me more and more.
Sure, and I know one person you've placed a lot in trust in for this camp is Phil Daru, your strength and conditioning coach. I've seen a lot of videos of you working with him. Like, how much has he kind of like helped you kind of, take steps up, I
You know,
guess, in your conditioning?
the main people, main coaches, and like my masters and my friends are Mikey Brown. Is Mikey Brown and Katel Kubis, but I'm very close with Daru and Daya Davis. Like I said, we are an amazing team. We are all on the same page. After every training session, the coaches talk about my next training, how I felt, and what we can do, what we can prove. You can't see any of my striking or jiu-jitsu training on my social media. You can see that my social media slowed down a little bit because, like I said, I have to be very organized. I don't have time. I don't have even like 10 minutes for myself during the day, because everything what I'm doing right now is I'm doing for the fight, you know, to win that again, and there is no pressure on me, but I actually feel it's a big part of my preparation, and I feel better, you know. I feel stronger, I feel more powerful, I have better balance, I feel my body more, and it's also a good prevention for the injuries, before the injuries, for the injuries, how you say this?
To avoid injuries, yeah.
To avoid the injuries. But of course, I brought my physiotherapist from Poland, from my hometown, as usually. He has been here for 3 weeks already, and he's helping me every day, twice a day. He watches the trainings. Kamil is great, you know, so I'm very happy that we all are on the same page.
Sure, and like you were saying there, you're feeling a little less pressure ahead of this. What are kind of the emotions in you at the moment? Like what, 12 days away from fight night? Is it excitement? Is it nervousness? What's kind of driving you forward for this one?
I don't feel nervous. I don't feel like I'm not stressing about, because when I started the camp, I was like, make sure that every single day, every single training, you're gonna push yourself and you're gonna give everything you have. And this is what I have done for the last few weeks. So the hard work is almost done. Tomorrow I have last sparring session, and actually last camp been great, and I feel so confident, and I feel like we got to the point where we wanted to be, where we planned to be at the beginning of the camp, and I'm just happy, you know, and I feel like I will go there and show to people different fighter, different person.
Sure.
The real Joanna, you know, and I know that Bruce Buffer will say, and the new, but the thing is, and the real. I was not a competitor on November 4th at Madison Square Garden. But this time, like I said, I make sure of that I'm ready 100%, physically, mentally, with the weight cut, with the hydration after the weight cut, everything is going to be on point.
Sure. I mean, fighters I've talked to, perhaps after they suffered a first loss or just even a loss, they find that some people, not just in their entourage, but fans and media, they treat them differently afterwards. Have you felt that people have treated you differently since November?
No, I got more love. I know that people are focused, like, because, you know, when you get to this level, to the highest level, and people, like, when they see you, like, falling, or when you sleep, they are like hating on you or laughing at you. But of course they are somewhere, but they don't know about my life, they don't know about me, they don't know about how I train, how I was preparing for the first fight with Rose Namajunas, you know, because I can tell you that the camp before was very good camp. It was one of the greatest camps in my fighting career, but this one is even better. So I know that I'm getting better with every training, you know. And the thing is that people see hate, but I feel loved, you know. I met so many people. I signed new contracts, sponsorship contracts, and I feel just better, you know. I'm just human, and we all can, like, fall, you know. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to dedicate this fight for people who fell and they don't have the power to rise up, but I will show to them that it's worth it, you know. And I will rise up. I raised already, like, raised up already. So I will show to people that it's worth it, you know. It's worth it to stand up and fight and, like, take this fight, you know, and go through. That's the thing.
Sure. I mean,
there's a big shame on all of the fighters for saying that the weight cut was an excuse, you know. I know that people who are the fans, they can say that because they don't know anything about the weight cuts. But man, sometimes I ask people, like, people cannot drop 1 kilo or 2 pounds in a week, I had to drop 15 pounds, but it's behind me. I don't want to talk about this anymore, but it's a shame for fighters who are saying that it was an excuse. Guys, I don't wish you go through the weight cut, which I had to go before the first fight with Rose Namajunas.
Well, like you say, we're looking forward now.
You know?
Yeah, like you say, we're looking forward now. So what do you think we can expect from this fight second time round? How is it going to be different from the first? Because personally, you know, a lot of people say it wasn't really a fight, the first one. We never kind of got to see how this was actually going to play out.
Of course, I have so much respect to Rose Namajunas, same as I had before the first fight, you know, and I didn't like I didn't disrespect her, and like I said, I put on great camp before our first fight. But the thing is, everyone can win short fight, you know, quick fight. Of course, she did it perfect. She punched me. She was so precise, and she had enough power that night to knock me out. But like I said, I was not a competitor that night, and I know I went through so many wars, and maybe she won a battle, but she's not going to win a war.
Yeah,
and I'm going to win on April 7th. Like I said, I'm not posting any videos of my training because we want to keep it like top secret, but I feel different, I move different, and I put on such a great work. I cannot say more about training, but we have a good plan, and I know that my body will 100% to show up and take over the UFC 2 to 3.
Sure. Without saying anything or revealing anything, then, like, are there a few things that you've been working on, especially for this fight, that perhaps we haven't seen before, and is that especially for this fight on April 7th?
Not only for this fight, but with every camp. I think every fighter want to get better, you know, and I want to get better. And like I said, I'm better fighter, you know, and I'm better fighter, and I will take what belongs to me.
Sure, and obviously you're returning to New York. It's been a very special place for you previously. You get a lot of support there. What does it kind of mean to go back to the place where I guess you lost the belt to try and reclaim it?
Actually, a few days ago, my physiotherapist, who was with me there at the show, he said like the people at the weigh-ins, the people at the fight, they were like cheering for you, like 3/4 of the arena were cheering for you. And I got so many messages with my from my fans who were saying that they are coming to Brooklyn, to New York again to see me taking the belt back, and that's nice, you know. I got lots of support, and I'm very happy that I can fight in New York State again. Just super excited, you know. I don't care that I lost my last fight in New York. I'm happy to go there and be part on one of the biggest cards in 2018 probably, because the card is stocked and so many talented fighters, great fights, you know. Great fights. It's going to be a good night.
Sure. I mean, I just want to round this off because I've taken too much of your time already. But you know, when the fans leave the arena, the Barclaycard Centre on April 7th, what do you kind of want them to be thinking about you as they leave that arena, and what kind of impression do you want to make on them?
You know that you can build your legacy, and your legacy can be big, but even after you sleep, fall, you learn, and your legacy is getting even bigger. Because this one fight on April 7th, and the victory that night is going to be bigger than all of my UFC fights. It's going to be my 10th fight in the UFC, and I wanna just let people know that 8 from 10 UFC fights, I thought I will fight for a title. It means something that I'm the real deal, you know.
I don't think anyone ever doubted that, Joanna. Thank you so much for your time. I will see you in Brooklyn, I think it's 12 days now, so I'm really looking forward to it. And again, thank you so much, and best of luck for
Thank
the
you for
rest of
the
your training
support.
camp.
I've got lots of like messages from UK, England, and guys, thank you for the support. I will bring the belt back to Europe, to my homeland, to Poland. I cannot wait. Only a few days, but everything is on point. Please be patient. And the biggest thing I had to learn is being patient, you know, and I learned that. And please be patient because it's worth it to wait. What I've got for you.
Well, here's a plan. How about you win the belt back, and then you can join us at UFC Liverpool, maybe.
Oh, that's my plan. That's my plan. My friend Salim is fighting there, but this card is looks amazing so far. So I wanna be there, and definitely I will come to Liverpool with the belt.
Just lastly, what do you think of Darren Till? Obviously, he's a big deal in here in the UK.
He's
I know
big
your
deal.
Muay Thai background. I'm sure you love his fighting style, right?
Yeah. Of course, he's a big deal, a big talent. Let's see, you know. Let's see. It's a good matchup.
It certainly is. Right, Joanna, thanks again. I'll speak to you
So
soon. I'll
much.
see you in Brooklyn.
Bye.